Hi guys, I'm here to tell you about how to take care of your belly button piercing. I actually had mine done in November, and it's like January now, so almost 3 months. But when you go to get it pierced, make sure you really go to really investigate the tattoo shops, because you have to make sure that they're really clean and they sterilize the needles and everything's sterilized. I went to the one in Hackenstown, New Jersey, and it's called First Place Tattoo. The guy who did it was named Justin. He does like all their body piercings. He did really good though. When you first get it done, like for a couple weeks, it's gonna be red. For at least 6 weeks, it's gonna be red and sore. So that's why, like, for the soreness, you could take Advil or anything. But that's what I do. But also, he told me to clean it, and you have to clean it 2 times a day. And what I use is I use Dial, this soap, this antibacterial. And what I do is I just scrub it like around the belly, and then after that I rinse it off. I leave this on. I leave the Dial on for like 15 seconds. Then I use this soap, this Provon soap. You have to get this at like a tattoo shop. I don't know if all of them sell it, but you can get this there. And I put that, and I put it in like a little bit. And then what I do is, on the piercing, I scrub into the piercing, and I make sure I get around the inside of it and everything. And you can move it like once, like you can just wiggle it up and down while you're cleaning it. And you leave it in for 30 seconds, or like maybe 40 seconds. I leave it in for 40 seconds because it just really cleans it good. And then I rinse that out. And then I also use sea salt. I use the sea salt like once a day. I use it at night. So I pour like half a teaspoon of sea salt into the Dixie cup like this. And then when you're gonna put this on your belly, make sure you lean over like this, suction the area, and then when you lay back like this, you can leave it on for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then when you're done, you can lean forward, and then take it off, and then when you dry it, I would use a cotton ball, and then you just dry the area really gently, and then if you want, after like maybe a couple weeks, there's going to start being, there'll probably be like white discharge or anything. It doesn't mean it's an infection. It just means it's taking away that bad bacteria and it's cleaning it out. And make sure you really do clean that, because that can cause an infection if you just leave it. And you can take like a Q-tip or something. But that's really all I do. Also, I'm a dancer, so when I do sports and stuff, I just cover it with a bandage so it stays in place, and so it just doesn't get moved or anything. And then that's really all. But also make sure you use the high quality jewelry, because if you get something that is like $9 or $8 or anything, that's not going to be good, because it's just going to cause an infection, or it's going to reject. Also, don't play with it, because that'll do the same. It'll cause an infection. So just leave it and let it heal. If it's still red after 6 weeks, then I would see it, your piercer. But that's really all. Alright, thanks for watching.